Everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamond Painting with Anxiety. I'm Karen. So here we are. It's day 6 of the day 7 videos in 7 days challenge. Many thanks to Nana of 7 Crafts for the challenge, all the hard work she's put into the group that we've been chit-chatting back and forth, the playlist. I mean, it's just been amazing. I have learned so much, had so much fun, have really enjoyed it. So thank you, Nana. So today I thought we would do something a little bit different. If you've watched any of my framing videos, you would know that I love to frame frugally and creatively. And if you're going to be frugal, sometimes you have to get a little bit creatively. I also like to frame pretty simply. When I first started my diamond painting journey, I was really stressed about framing because I heard people talking about how the canvases are not the same size as the frames, and just a lot of that kind of stuff made me kind of nervous. But kind of slowly over the last year and a half, I've just kind of developed ways to make that easier and manageable for me. And so I want to do a framing supply haul. I went to one of my favorite places this week to get framing supplies, and that's Daiso. And I got a lot of good stuff that I can use for framing. February, my focus is on getting things framed, so I got myself a lot of stuff to work with, so I'm super excited. So the first thing that I did pick up was more of this handmade paper style. They market it as wrapping paper, and you could use it for wrapping paper. It comes in a tube that looks just like this one. It's $1.50, so that's a really good bargain in my opinion. It is 80 by 55 centimeters. So the sheets of paper are quite large, and it's just got this beautiful texture to it. I mean, I just absolutely love it. It looks really good behind a diamond painting because it just gives you some texture around your diamond painting. So I love using this. It's nice and simple. Depending on how large the piece is, sometimes I can get you know, maybe a medium size, maybe a 40 by 50 and a small one. It just kind of depends. But for $1.50, it's a really good option for using with my diamond paintings. So I did, because like I said, I have a lot of stuff to frame, so I did buy quite a bit. I got 2 of the purples. I also got 2 of the hunter green, because I love this color. Green's my favorite color. I got sort of a minty, or is this a pale blue? Yeah, I think this is more of a, it's hard to see with my lighting, but this is more of a pale blue. I got sort of a brighter, I don't know what to call that. It's not really a teal blue, but it's a bright, bright sunny blue. I got a lime green that would look good behind the right project. I got 1 roll of navy blue, and then I also found some new stuff that I didn't see last time. So I found this roll, which again, it's marketed as, you'll see, gift wrapping. It says it is 65 centimeters by 130 centimeters. So this is going to be good size. This was $1.50 as well. So this pattern, I believe, it's kind of a pale gray in color, but I believe the pattern on this, oh yeah, is sort of a lace. Look at that. Ooh, that could be really pretty behind the right project too. And again, it was, how big did it say this was? This is 130 centimeters long. So this would do a lot of different projects. So that's really pretty. You could even like, you could take one of the colored, you know, rolls of handmade paper and put behind it for some color, and then that would be really pretty too. It's hard to see with my lighting, but yeah, it's definitely, it's kind of got that just sort of tinge of purple behind it, so that would be really nice. So I think I might have fun. Oh, and then okay, I'll have to fix that. It came off the roll, but yeah, look at that. Look, this piece goes all the way from here, and it just keeps coming, and it just keeps coming, and it just keeps coming, and there's my other end. So that's, I mean, I'm sure that I could get at least 2 or 3 canvases out of this. So that might be really fun to experiment and play with. So I got one roll of that. Because of the lace pattern, I wasn't sure how many diamond paintings I would have that could, you know, it would work with. So I only got one. And then I found this one. Again, this one's marketed as reversible crepe paper. It says 1 sheet. It's 70 by 55. It was $1.50 as well. But what I liked is it's blue on one side and gold on the other. So, look at that. One side you've got a gold crepe paper sheet, and on the other side you've got a navy blue crepe paper sheet. So yeah, this would be really pretty as well. I've got, especially the gold, I've got a couple of pieces already that I know I want to be able to use this with. So I did get 2 of those. So that's exciting. So then what else did I get? I got some frames because, you know, you can have the backing, but you need frames, right? So the first thing I got was 2 of these poster frames. They're A3 size, so 29 centimeters by 42 or 11.7 inches by 16.5 inches. These are kind of just simple wooden looking frames. I don't know if that's going to be real wood or the, you know, kind of like paper covered wood texture. Got it for $4. What I liked about this, and the thing that caught my eye, is, can you see, let me get you a little bit closer. See that? Now, that's the paper that's behind it. I don't think the board is textured like that. I think it's just the paper. But what I wanted to do with one of these, if you saw my, I think I called it very special unboxing, where I got the Packers painting for one of the residents here in the house. I think this frame, particularly with this sort of paper, this, you know, honeycomb cardboard look behind it, would be really nice for his Packers logo. And we actually took his painting and laid it kind of on here to judge, and it will just perfectly cover all of the black writing. I can put it on there and just have that backing in the background. So I think that'll look really awesome. So these were $4. I did buy 2 of them. They had a smaller size too, but I just got the larger ones. And then I bought the standard things that I always get when I go to Daiso, which is my A2 42 by 59.4 centimeters, 16.5 by 23.4 inches white frames. These are $6, but they're definitely worth it. So I got 2 white ones, and I got a black one. Look at that. Yeah, that's going to be, these are going to be awesome. I should be back a little bit. You guys can't really see everything. Anyway, that was quite the haul. I have a lot of stuff to work with. So I think we should just go ahead and frame something, because that's what February is all about, right? So let's go ahead and frame this little girl. I'm gonna zoom you guys out a little bit, just a tiny bit. And then my camera fell. So I'll have to try and figure out how to edit that out. It may have ended abruptly. I apologize. But let me open up my $6 frame here so that we can frame this little girl. Hang on while I fight with this paper. I did zoom out a little bit. You guys can see a little bit more. You're probably seeing some of the, you know, my my day bed over here and maybe some of the stuff in the background, but we don't care. We're just going to let it be that way. Okay, so hopefully I've got everything that I need here kind of close. I thought I was prepared, but who knows? Okay. So doing this style of framing is really pretty simple. And like I said, for me, it just has to be simple and easy and not fidgety. Because if I think about it too much, if I stress out about it too much, I'll just really kind of put off doing it. So that's not a good thing. So this piece of, oh gosh, what is this stuff called? My mind's going to go blank. This piece of, it's not glass, it's, you know, the plastic stuff. It does have a covering on each side of it to protect it. So that's going to kind of work to my advantage right now. So I think for this particular piece, I'm tempted to try the lace and see how that would look. But I'm also just kind of tempted to just go with my lavender. There's a lot of lavender and darker purples in that piece. So I think that would look really good. But I don't know, maybe this one might too, because this is going to be a gift for some little girls. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not with this one. Okay. I think it's going to go into a little girl's room, and I think I just want to go simpler, but nice and bright. So all I'm going to do is take my, gosh, I still can't think of what this stuff is called. It's been a long week, you guys. Not even so much because I've been doing filming or any of that, but just kind of some of the stuff that I've been dealing with at work and sort of personally, and so it's been a lot. I'm going to do, it's in the plans for my last video for this challenge to be a whip and chat. So, you know, when I do that whip and chat, I'll kind of update you on my week and what that's been like. There have been a lot of different things that have gone on this week. A lot of different sort of stressors and, but, you know, and then to this challenge, but hey, look at me, I did it. And I proved to myself I could do it. I'll talk about that in my whip and chat tomorrow. Most likely we'll be working on my Be Happy canvas, which is really a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying. So that's all I do. I take the plexiglass, that's what that's called, I think. It's not plexiglass, it's, yeah, you know. You guys know what that stuff is. But anyway, I just take it and I trace around it, and I use some scissors and just trim this out, getting as close to that line as I can. You know what I always say when I'm cutting something, it's not rocket science. I know you guys know how to cut something out, but I'm really just kind of too lazy to get up and turn the camera off again and then have to edit again, because I'm already going to have to edit out when that phone fell over. The less editing I have to do, the happier I always am. So just a couple more sides here. You know, some of you have probably seen me do this type of framing before. Using something as a background and then just kind of placing the painting on top, like I said, is one of my go-tos because it's simple, it looks decent, and particularly when I've got something really pretty or nice to go behind it, like this beautiful paper, it really just dresses it up a little bit and makes it look finished. But it's easy and it's cheap, and that's important to me. Okay, so now that I have my my paper cut, super simple. And I always say this, if I wanted to be, you know, like super fancy with this, I would get out my measuring tape over there. I would measure this, and I might, because I think, oh, no, I don't think I can reach it. But really, pretty much, usually what I do is I just eyeball this, and then I take glue dots, and see, they just look like that. It's just a little dot of glue. They come in a package that looks like this. And I just kind of eyeball this. Now, because I'm using these little glue dots, it's not like permanently attached, but it wouldn't really matter even if it was. If I get this in, it's too uneven, I don't like the way that it looks or something like that. Even if I use like spray adhesive, because you could do that. You know, this is paper behind here, so you could just like, if you had taken this paper and permanently attached it and it ended up crooked or, you know, just really uneven and you didn't like the way it looked, you could always just cut that, you know, cut around the edge again and just start over. You might waste your paper, but with these glue dots are not really, and I've had them for years, so they're not really all that sticky. So if I just really don't think this is even, I am able to move it a little bit, several times, but it's just enough to keep it in there. So then, again, super easy. All we need to do is set this to the side for a minute. One thing that I learned actually from reading the tag on one of these frames, to get this film that protects it off, just take a piece of tape, put it on the corner, and then pull it off. It makes it super quick, super simple to get it off. I used to struggle to get these off, and I didn't need to. All you do is take your corner right there, take your tape, put it on there. Oops, that didn't work. Now, I thought this had adhesive on both sides, or is it just not coming up? Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, let me just peel that up. And then I'm just going to drop this in here. And then I'm going to take my little girl on her backing, her beautiful paper backing. And I'm going to place that in here. Hopefully this is going to be crooked and I'm going to get this in one shot. But if not, I'll just have to adjust it. Now, where did I put the back? I always put this piece of paper back in. Sometimes I use it as part of the backing. Sometimes I create the backing out of the paper. But even if I don't, I always put it back in just kind of to keep it a little bit snugger in here. And I really, really don't know what I did with the, oh, it's underneath. There we go. Glad it didn't take me too long to figure that one out. Now, her head is up here, so I want to make sure I put this on the right way, because believe me, I've put it in backwards before. Now, I always struggle a little bit with these prongs to get this in, so hopefully this doesn't take me forever to do. And I usually get quiet when I do this because I don't know, I'm trying to concentrate or something. Maybe if I sit down. I think we're getting there. Just maybe one more and it's going to be in. Okay, awesome. Now I'm only going to put a couple of these down right now because I'm not, again, I'm not completely sure that it's going to be straight and all of that. Or I'm going to like the, you know, the evenness. And again, even if I don't, I'll mess with it later. I probably won't hold you guys hostage. But I would say it looks pretty good. It maybe needs to slide that way just a tiny bit, so I might do that. I don't know. But there you go, you guys. What do you think? That turned out pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. So nice and simple, nice and easy, nice and quick, inexpensive. The entire project for framing cost me about $7.50, maybe a tiny bit more because of the glue dots and stuff like that if you want to get really technical. But also, I still have more of the paper left over that I could use in another piece. And look, that looks really good. I really, really like her. So there you go. Yeah, I think it does need to come over this way and be, yeah, just a little bit. But I think you guys get the idea. So there we go. There we have it. She's framed. She's ready to go. Doesn't get much simpler. I'll adjust it. So thanks so much for watching my video, you guys. Thanks for supporting me. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you do so. Hit the notification bell and the like on your way out if you're so inclined. And this particular piece is going to go to some little girls that were here at the shelter. They moved out prior to when we started the Diamond Painting with Karen program, so their mom didn't get to diamond paint. Reminds me of those little girls. They are now living in their permanent housing with mom. So this painting is going to go to them for their bedroom. And I think they're just going to love it. So thanks so much for watching. And remember, we can change lives one drill at a time, even if we're only changing our lives. Because when we change our lives and things get better for us, things are bound to get better for the entire world. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you really soon.